Hello guys, on this video we're gonna see rare photos of you ever seen. Let's start.
Photos you've never seen before. This orca is breaching in rough seas, photo taken from a sword fishing boat off the coast of Nova Scotia. In birdhouse made in Lahore, Pakistan, not a single bird used it, so it was taken down. A Chinese ghost city looked like a world border of a game. A 3-year-old tadpole that didn't turn into a frog banana on left for scale. This rare white raven spotted on Vancouver Island, Canada. A photo taken while phone was shutting off from low battery. The mysterious 5,000-year-old Egyptian artifact known as the Shishis. This is what an owl looks like after a rainstorm. Rare photos you've never seen before. A walrus resting on top of a Russian submarine, an event reported to have occurred in 2006. This is the Lake of Maracaibo, where lightning strikes occur up to 200
what the heck? What's that? What's that? It's like lasers coming down from the sky.
times per hour.
Oops.
In 323 meters over the ground on a guide radio tower. A McDonald's discontinued their spoon-shaped coffee stir in the 1980s because they sniffed out misuse. The rice wine from Vietnam, the inside contains a cobra with a scorpion in its mouth. A meat with the galaxy frog, a rare...
Who will drink that? And that's bad thing. And a cobra, king cobra, and a scorpio. Seriously? Nah. No.
Rare and striking species endemic to the western Ghats of India. Rare photos you've never seen before.
Okay, this app actually surprised me.
Rare photos you've never seen before. A solar-powered atmospheric water harvester developed by Professor Omar Yagi, a chemist recognized in 2026 for his work on this technology. In photo of Aloha Flight 243, which was able to land safety after having its roof ripped off in midair. This 30-year-old Bobby has taken the Guinness World Record for oldest dog, an American soldier shooting a flaming arrow on a boat patrol during the Vietnam War. This stunning photo captures a sunset from an airplane featuring a rare view of Alto.
I wanna see this. Look, it's cool. You know those marshmallows clouds, like it's like that, and they are flying in an airplane and seeing the sunset with
Cumulus
marshmallows. So I wanna see them. I saw them once. I saw them.
Clouds at roughly 30,000 feet. Rare photos you've never seen before. In 2004, a sheep was found after vanishing into caves and surviving for 6 years beneath a towering 60 pounds of wool. This man proposed during an active volcano eruption. The Chicago skyline visible from nearly 50.
A man proposed to a man. What the heck? Wait. We gotta
Rare photos you've never seen before. In 2004, a sheep was found after vanishing into caves and surviving for 6 years beneath a towering 60 pounds of wool. This man proposed during an active volcano.
A man proposing a man. This man is proposing a man. What the heck? And there is an active volcano. You are cooked, brother.
Eruption. The Chicago skyline visible from nearly 50 miles away in the Indiana Dunes sunset. This haunting picture is of a dog named Laika. In 1957, she was launched into space by a Russian.
I know it. She was launched into space to test if astronauts
led team that had.
She was launched into space to test that can astronauts survive in space, and it passed. But that time we didn't have that much technology, and this dog cannot land. Yeah, this dog cannot land because we didn't have that much technology to land.
No plans for her to ever.
This died.
Return. The Concorde supersonic jet, which operated from 1976 to 2003, could fly from New York to London. Rare photos you.
The App Store doesn't have the specific brain rot you need.
Rare photos you've never seen before. This has a shadow box of items removed from patients in the waiting room. A 4-man anti-poaching team that permanently guards one of the 2 remaining northern white rhinos in the world. A rare black iceberg was spotted drifting off the coast of Canada, leaving scientists puzzled over its unusually dark color. This device could predict incoming phone calls 2000s. A 25,000-year-old stone carving of a woman discovered in a French cave. In 2007, a man in a wheelchair was dragged along in front of a semi-truck in Michigan and survived a terrifying 2-mile ride. Rare photos you've never seen before. This has a shadow box of items removed.
Why is that these coming? Why is
Rare photos you've never seen before. A fossil skulls of dwarf elephants discovered on Greek islands may have helped inspire the ancient Greek legend of the one-eyed Cyclops. This Japanese carved ivory banana from the Meiji period 1868 to 1912 sold for just 4,000 pounds, while in 2020
What? Why? What is that? They just
For a real banana taped to a wall sold for $6 million. And scientists just announced the discovery of a new deep-sea ghost shark found 838 meters underwater. The placenta is an organ that grows in the
What's that? And why is he holding it? Poison?
uterus during pregnancy and helps to keep the baby
Okay.
alive and healthy.
Epidemic sound is
Get out.
Rare photos you've never seen before. The moment Howard Carter opened King Tut's tomb and first saw a chamber filled with gold after 3,300 years of silence. A rare 1930 Majestic motorcycle featuring a distinct blue finish. This family in Sydney that refused a $50 million offer from developers and kept their 5-acre property. These Jaguar dives underwater for its dinner. They swim silently
He looks scary. Right? Am I right?
on the surface to ambush fish, turtles, and caiman in 220 million year old log and petrified forest national park, northeast Arizona. Rare photos you've never seen before. This couple planted 2+ million trees and regrew a forest in 20 years. In woman recorded over 300,000 hours of TV over 35 years because she was scared people would try to rewrite history. A photographer captured a weasel riding on the back of a green woodpecker. That time, photographer Scott Taylor caught an angry bird in real life. This young woman stayed with her horse for 3 hours, holding its head above water to keep him from drowning after they got trapped in mud. A photographer captured a family of owls and accidentally ended up with the perfect cover for a music album. Rare photos you've never seen.
Oh, bhai, sach mein to
Rare photos you've never seen before. A 60
Creepy.
rare photos you've never
What the?
seen before. A 61-year-old woman and her 12-year-old granddaughter in the same photo. These fresh wolf print I came across while lost in Denali, Alaska.
Guys, you need to do this to the video. Okay? This, and then this. Deal, okay? I'm showing you these. Deal.
This Sitaka kansa, the largest baobab tree in Madagascar, is fading away after a long life of 1,200 years old. A photographer captured a cloud that's
Oh, wait, I know these clouds. I also know these clouds. They're like morning glory clouds. Yeah.
split the sky in half. And Thomas Dambo creates giant troll sculptures from recycled wood and builds them in forests around the world. But when squirrels fall or jump, they land like superheroes. The shadows that the sun casts on the structure. Rare photos you've never seen before. In Ecuador's Amazon rainforest, a strange creature appears to resemble a spider with what looks like a wolf's head with false yellow eye spots. The world's rarest whale, the spade-toothed whale, has never been seen alive. This scene in Terminator 2 isn't CGI or trick photography. It was achieved by using Linda Hamilton's identical twin sister Leslie to appear in scenes where the T-1000 morphed into Sarah Connor. Intira is the first polka-dotted zebra discovered in the Masai Mara National Reserve in Kenya. Rare photos
Roblox ka pro player hai to step
Rare photos you've never seen before. This first time seeing a squirrel sleep surprised how their posture is just like ours. And scientists in Costa Rica discovered a frog that looks just like Kermit the Frog. A married couple in China discovered that they were in the same photo as teenagers 11 years before they eventually met. And Lonnie Johnson, inventor of the Super Soaker, was awarded $73 million in unpaid royalties 21 years after inventing it. This guy was on an empty airplane and took a photo of him in every seat and layered them on each other. Rare photos you've never seen before. And when over 300 reindeer were killed by a lightning strike in Norway. Extremely rare, the Galidacera ranks among the most difficult birds to encounter on Earth. In the movie Interstellar, the water planet scenes were shot on Earth. This scientist in Thailand discovered a rare spider that is half male and half female. A bizarre giant clam native
Okay, I don't wanna say it.
to the Pacific Northwest, known for its unusually long siphon that can grow far larger than its shell.
Let's read the comments. What does these say? Wait, you're telling me that it's shot on Earth? Dear, I thought it was like...
This app just detected the hidden camera in our office. Hidden camera.
Rare photos you've never seen before. The infamous Russian sleep experiment image was
What is that? What?
Never a real test subject.
Oh, he wasn't even a real person. It was just a test subject to like see what would happen if you never slept.
Queen Elizabeth arriving in New York with
Sleep. I like to.
the soldiers returning home after the end of World War II, 1945. This is the face of a 191-year-old tortoise, the oldest known living land animal. In all
A dinosaur.
of these were released within 44 days of each other in 1991. A man splits his $22 million lottery winnings with his best friend after they agreed 28 years ago to share it if either of them won. The change in the bull terrier dog over the decades. Rare photos you've never seen before. This behind the scenes of GoldenEye, which had the largest amount of miniature work ever in a James Bond movie, 1995. A
I don't know. This.
McDonald's employee with Down syndrome retires after 32 years of serving smiles. This Australia's oldest man, 110, spent his last days knitting sweaters for injured penguins. In
Penguins.
differences in the spot pattern of the cheetah
Let's see. Okay, cheetah patterns are like normal. Okay. Leopard. Okay. Leopard are like big. Cheetah are like dots. Some are curved. Some are.
leopard and
Some are.
jaguar. The Shagali
Hey. Don't forget to like and subscribe to me. Okay.
Let me
rare photos you've never seen before. This behind the scenes of GoldenEye, which had the largest amount of miniature work ever in a James Bond movie, 1995. A McDonald's employee with Down syndrome retires after 32 years of serving smiles. This Australia's oldest man, 110, spent his last days knitting sweaters for injured penguins. In differences in the
Yeah. Now let's see. Okay, he has spots. He has some curved lines, and the leopard have some curved lines. Okay, jaguar has some circle, and in the middle it's like dot.
spot pattern of the cheetah, leopard, and jaguar. The Shea Galip Hair Museum in Turkey contains over 16,000 locks of human hair from women worldwide, complete with their names and phone numbers. Rare photos you've never
Let me show you how to make your videos.
Rare photos you've never seen before. This caught at just the right moment, this tiny coral fish looks like it is smiling straight at the camera. A hidden deep in a Norwegian forest is a museum that looks like it's from the year 2077. This red harbor seal covered in iron oxide from a nearby river was photographed
So you're telling me that there was just leave it.
in Prince William Sound, Alaska. A 1 gigabyte hard drive from 1981 weighing in at 34 kilograms, 75 pounds, and a price tag of $81,000. Rare photos you've never seen before. This famous juniper tree is located in the Black Canyon of the Gunnison National Park in the state of Colorado, United States. This is a metal restroom signage panel featuring braille and tactile symbols. A 200-year-old wooden bridge in Dagestan, built without the use of a single nail. In hospital from 1959, so cold they carved death getting rejected right on the building. A Canadian woman lost her wedding ring while gardening in 2004 and found it 13 years later with a carrot growing through it. Rare photos you've never seen. Rare photos you've never seen before. A Bronze Age man and woman have been found locked in a loving embrace for 3,000 years in a grave in Ukraine. The greenstone of Hadassa, a 2,200-pound block of nephrite that sits alone in the ruins of the 3,000-year-old Hittite capital.
I'm back. Okay, let's see.
The largest ever fossil of a giant millipede as big as a car has been found on a beach in the north of England. This 19th century French perfume box, crafted from a real hinged walnut shell. A Marilyn Monroe hosting 100,000 American troops in Korea, 1954. Rare photos you've never seen before. The Japanese samurai military commander Kobodo Sentaro, taken around 1863 by photographer Feliciano. This volcano in Indonesia erupts icy violet-colored lava at night. It's real, it's on Earth, Kawa Ij in Indonesia. The Chronicles of Georgia in Tbilisi look straight out of a fantasy world. A 17-year-old lioness with blindness survived for 5 years because her daughters refused to abandon her. The impossibly intricate symmetry of this mosque ceiling. Rare photos.
I don't know why did I.
Rare photos you've never seen before. A catamaran named Hamayuri that landed on top of a building after the Japanese Tohoku earthquake and tsunami that happened on March 2011. This entire town was built within a massive crater in Germany from diamond-embedded ancient meteorite stones. A rare medieval wax tablet notebook discovered during excavations in Paderborn, Germany, in stranded passengers using payphones at Stapleton International Airport in 1982. A rare slick-colored lobster caught near Cape Cod is donated to aquarium, a 1 in 50 million catch. Rare photos you've never seen. Rare photos you've never seen before. The Bahau people of Southeast Asia are renowned for their traditional freediving and spearfishing skills. In 1948, a man named Tony Signorini wore three-toed 30-pound lid shoes and stomped around a Florida beach. A zombie fungus cordyceps sprouting its fruiting body off a dead tarantula. This is a wolf spider, and yes, all those tiny things riding on her back are babies alive, hungry, ready for action. The discovery of an ancient Maya statue deep within the jungles of Honduras, 1885. Rare photos Rare photos you've never seen before. This memorial on the closest land to where the RMS Lusitania sank, showing how it would look. A Spanish woman replaced plastic covers with giant crochet artworks. In 1957, the remains of 9 Neanderthals were found in the Shanidar Cave in Iraq. This was their home 65,000 years ago. An amphisbaenian or worm lizard, a unique burrowing reptile adapted for life beneath the soil. This golden retriever followed a Google Maps snapper and appeared in over 1,000 photos. Rare photos you've never seen before. Rare photos you've never seen before. This doctors arrived by Milmi 4 air ambulance to visit a patient in a remote mountain village, USSR, 1970s. A hole drilled into a Martian rock by a rover such as NASA's Curiosity or Perseverance. In one of the 2 remaining northern white rhinos in the world, guarded 24 hours a day to be protected against poachers. There is a real Soviet spacesuit for sale on eBay right now for $350,000. The very first Google server, 1996, was literally stored in a custom case made of Lego bricks. Rare photos you've never seen before. These adrift in the Pacific, how Tommy Oldham Ashcraft survived 41 days at sea. In Behind Lincoln's Head on MT Rushmore is a national time capsule intended for future civilizations to discover. I found a few funny memories during lockdown. This is from my first tour in '89 backstage.
I'm back.
Promised my sister I would bring a llama to her wedding, and photographer Talal Al-Raba captured an entire family of sandcat in the Middle East, one of the most elusive desert animals on Earth. Rare photos you've never seen before. The eagle momentarily snatched the pup from the mother's jaws, but the mother jackal pressured the eagle into dropping it. A fly that has something growing out of its back landed on my windshield today. An unusually large super herd of elephants due to massive drought in the year 1976. This Japanese army uses 3,500 tons of snow to create massive Star Wars sculpture for Snow Festival. Massive land art using careful cultivation in stone turn a farmer's field into Amelia Earhart by Stan Hurd. You can see a human in the middle of it. Rare photos you've never seen before. In Tsutomu Yamaguchi, the only man officially recognized as surviving 2 atomic bombs, a slice of England's iconic A303 road shows how it changed over thousands of years. This tail section of a Royal Canadian Air Force Dakota that crashed in the Rockies in 1946. In 3,600-year-old ink stains the discovery of the world's oldest tattoo kit. A Deny Depose Defend was spray painted on the United Healthcare office building in Las Vegas. This Deny Defend Depose banner hanging over Lakeshore Drive in Chicago earlier this week. Rare photos you've never seen before. In Brazil's most tattooed man regretted his tattoos and started removing them after turning to Christianity. The second largest diamond ever discovered was found in a mine in Botswana and weighs 2,492 carats. A Newport arch in Lincoln, a 3rd century Roman gate, and the UK's oldest arch still used by trappers. Rare photos you've never seen before. In Ireland, we have begun to use these bollards designed to look like pencils to protect footpaths outside of schools. This rainbow feather in the sky over Jiangyan, China, a 900-year-old Crusader sword that was found in 2021 on the bottom of the Mediterranean by a scuba diver. An Israeli settler harasses a woman outside of Hebron, Palestine, photographed by Pietro Masturso for L'Espresso magazine. The female goat herders of Hadramaut, Yemen. A 4,000-year-old Egyptian writing tablet shows spelling mistakes made by a student marked in red. Rare photos you've never seen before. A tram in the Netherlands failed to stop in time and broke through the emergency barrier. It was held up by the statue of a whale's tail. These are survivors of 1972 of infamous Andes plane crash. They resorted to cannibalism to survive 72 days in the snow. These tunnels were dug by a giant ground sloth that lived 10,000 years ago in Brazil. The blushing phantom butterfly is a rare species known for its transparent wings and soft pink coloring that almost makes it Rare photos you've never seen before. A photo of a U.S. sniper using his helmet as a decoy to find the enemy's position in Najaf, Iraq, August 2004. In solid metal Egyptian-looking scarab, it has hieroglyphs on the underside and is fairly heavy for its size. 2 females, 0 males, the last 2 northern white rhinoceros on Earth, the end of a species. An Afghan man presents a flintlock rifle dating back to the East India Company. This is the only white giraffe on an entire planet found in Kenya. Rare photos you've never seen before. A Spanish photographer who spotted the white Iberian lynx is keeping the animal's location a secret to protect its well-being. And Japanese designer Yasuhiro Suzuki built a zipper-shaped boat that seems to unzip the water. This massive QR code made of 130,000 trees can only be scanned from the sky. A Troy Hurtubis was obsessed with developing a grizzly bear-proof suit. He died in a car accident before being able to test his design out. This keychain is made from recycled tank metal and comes tagged with its original source. Rare photos you've never seen before. The Indian bison is one of the most muscular animals on planet Earth. This blind pregnant woman got her ultrasound 3D printed and couldn't stop smiling. This pile of salt in Germany is over 250 meters tall and contains over 200 million tons of salt. This is the flower of patience. It opens once every 7 years and it lasts 7 days. This is the head of the dodo bird, a flightless member of the pigeon family that lived on the island of Mauritius and went extinct in 1690. Rare photos you've never seen before. In space station, astronaut Samantha Christophor out-nerded all astronauts before her with the most epic sci-fi selfie ever. The sharp dividing line between a lush forest and the white sand dunes of Lençóis Maranhenses, Brazil. In 2014, Russian man Igor Vorozhbitsyn was attacked by a bear and faced certain death, however, when his phone rang with Justin Bieber's Baby as the ringtone, the star. Rare photos you've never seen before. A Norwegian woman collected nearly 2,000 used condoms since 2010 and displays them on her bedroom wall along with a picture of the donor. You are looking at a nuclear-powered robot picking up a rock that has been sitting on Mars for billions of years on a planet 140 million miles away from us. This Jim Carrey and Eddie Murphy posed for a picture together while working in the same studio. A supposed actual photo of John Edward Jones who got trapped in the Nutty Putty Cave in 2009. Rare photos you've never seen before. A man screams after his final call with his wife trapped inside this burning building, Hong Kong. This service dogs go through a test where they have to watch an entire musical to pass their program. A massive tadpole was discovered with a hormonal imbalance that prevented it from developing into a frog. And Anthony Starr filmed some scenes on the boys wearing shorts that showed him from the waist up due to the heat caused by the suit and difficulty using the restroom. Rare photos.
Why spend Robux when...
Rare photos you've never seen before. This after a weekend storm in New England, a pufferfish was found in a tree. In Turkey, 35 olives, 28 date seeds, and 5 stones were removed from the stomach and intestines of a 92-year-old woman.
Oh no.
The ship of ships Blue Marlin, built in 1999, this 217-meter-long ship can carry 75,000 tons and even oil rigs. There is a fruit named challah that looks like an exploding planet and tastes like sugarcane. A mother otter proudly came up to the glass and showed off her baby. Meanwhile, the dad showed off a rock. Rare photos you've never seen before. This man with a large blue and yellow macaw on his shoulder at a train station. I found this metal tool with 2 finger loops and a circular ring with inward spikes that opens and closes with a hinge. And whenever I see this piece, if the plane at the museum, it always hits me super hard that someone's last view was through this window. A 46-million-year-old mosquito was found with blood still inside. This King Tutankhamun's throne chair is an extraordinary and exquisite piece among the greatest wonders of ancient Egyptian civilization. Rare photo.
Want to go on a date? Oh.
Rare photos you've never seen before. A frillback pigeon, a breed of fancy pigeon known for its unique curly feathers on its wings. In deer with the severed head of another deer stuck together. Rare photos you've never seen before. This Cape Coral, the city has more than 400 miles of navigable waterways, more than any other city on the earth. Some absolutely massive natural gold nuggets from the scorching Australian outback. The final moments of American freediver Nicholas Mavoli before he tragically passed away on November 17, 2013. A map showing the flight paths of a steppe seagull tracked over 20 years. This train going over tracks that haven't been maintained for over 50 years. Rare photos.
This is a game I made myself.
Rare photos you've never seen before. In Chicago's skyline visible from nearly 50 miles away in Indiana Dunes sunset, a Mars covered in ice captured by Viking 2 lander in 1979. This is Australian criminal Mark Chopper Red, who refused to even go on a liver transplant list, saying, "I'm 55 years old." These Hongqiao Park in Shenzhen is known for its landmark 4-kilometer red aerial walkway. A Pacific stargazer fish buried in the Indo-Pacific seabed, lying in wait with only its eyes and mouth exposed to ambush prey. Rare photos you've never seen before. The wedding reception centerpieces featured betta fish. The bride and groom planned to flush them alive. A Viking axe as it was found and after restoration. Along the same lines, two scenes from 2013's The Great Gatsby before and after the digital visual effects were added. The mosquito bites on my neck formed an S shape. This ancient shark is actually older than the United States of America itself. A 4,000-year-old Egyptian writing tablet shows spelling mistakes made by a student marked in red. Rare photos you've never seen before. A praying mantis Hymenaea protera trapped in amber approximately 12 million years old. This runner completed the London Marathon with a fridge on his back to raise awareness for dementia. This star destroyer that someone took the time to draw on this toilet roll cover is now complete. There is a mall in China that offers husband storage where wives can leave their husband while they shop. In an IKEA is the partial or total absence of one or more nails on the fingers or toes. This marine iguanas are often accompanied by lava lizards that feed on flies around them. Rare photos you've never seen. Rare photos you've never seen before. These newly unveiled statue of Amenhotep III at his temple of millions of years. On rare occasions, female lions may develop manes as a result of hormonal imbalances. Ashley Freeman and Lauria Bible, both 16, vanished after a sleepover at the Freeman home in rural Oklahoma. In the Lord of the Rings films, most of the writers of Rohan were actually women with fake beards because when the production put out a call for local experienced writers, a lot of women showed up. An aerial shot of Ayam Alma Lake captures a hidden oasis in the Sahara Desert. Rare photos you've never seen before. A man whose wife was lost in Japan's 2011 tsunami still goes diving every week in hope of finding her body 11 years later. These tigers have false eyes on the back of their ears, a marking that helps discourage predators from attacking them from behind. In TIL that instead of spinning webs, some spiders will sit at the edge of water to catch fish. A most reliable pen humanity has ever created in the entire history. This striking moment was captured by rare photos you've never seen before. And Mom sent me a photo which looks like two photos edited together. A telephone cable is made up of an estimated 3,600 color-coded wires. This photos of the last two northern white rhinos. Both are female, but there are plans to preserve their embryos and create a breeding program. In 2007, Mexican authorities found $206 million in drug cash in a Mexico City house. A family of Zolos, one of the most ancient dog breeds in the world, originally from what is now Mexico. This tree in Japan being relocated to make way for a road. Rare photos you've never seen before. A baby mammoth in the Moscow Paleontological Museum. This frog blown into air by 2013 NASA rocket
I thought that's a human.
launch. A lone polar bear resting on a massive iceberg in Greenland. In Setenil de las Bodegas, Spain, a town literally built under a rock. These when 9 pillars of light appeared in the night sky above a coastal Japanese town. And pulled up the carpets in newly purchased house to find this. Rare photos you've never seen before. A 700-year-old statue of Hindu god Ganesha sits on the Rare photos you've never seen before. A 700-year-old statue of Hindu god Ganesha sits on the rim of an active volcano in Indonesia, the world's oldest underground station, Baker Street, England, 160 years apart. This world's most expensive cow was solo in Brazil for around $4.8 million. The demolished ZIL automobile plant in Moscow. The big win. Rare photos you've never seen before. This almost 2,000 years in age, the Roman aqueduct located in Zaghorn, Tunisia, is an example of ancient engineering. Photos from the USS Abraham Lincoln show small meal portions being served to U.S. sailors. In Japan, some fruit and vegetable boxes show photos of the farmers who grew them. Every year, almost 30 million people visit the Karbala in Iraq during the month of Muharram. In Japan, farmers grow watermelon using molds for shape. The Ferrari 900 is the only motorcycle made by Ferrari, only one model in the world. Rare photos you've never seen before. This Impala that survived a lion attack. This ornamental hand at my local IKEA with the middle finger zip-tied down. An anti-apartheid protester sprayed with a water cannon shooting purple dye to mark the demonstrators for arrest South Africa. Rare photos you've never seen before. In 3,700-year-old Babylonian clay tablet is earliest known example of applied geometry.
Guys, I realized that it's so much. Look at these. And everything is rare. That didn't even end. Oh. Okay, that's it for today. Just visit the channel, okay? It's really Just visit the channel. It's right there. It's right here. Rarely seen. Rarely seen. Just visit it. Don't forget to visit my channel too. Bye. Have a great time.